Kung Fu is way more than just choreography. Yeah, just because you know a form, just because you know the shapes of a form, doesn't mean that you're doing Kung Fu. And whenever I'm doing videos or whenever I'm teaching, I always try to get this across to people. There's been a diluting of what these traditional arts are. People are always going to the easiest way of expressing these arts without needing to do the hard work. You know, there's a reason they say it takes decades or it takes a lifetime to get good at traditional Kung Fu. The reason is because Kung Fu is more than just the movements. Because, you know, show me any form or show anybody who's got a little bit of coordination, any form, they can learn it within a few weeks, right? And if you can learn the movements in a few weeks, then, and if the movements is all there is to learn, then why does it take decades or a lifetime? Kung Fu is about how everything is integrated to do that one movement. Everything, all the insides, all the muscles, all the bones, your intention, your awareness, your breath, it's all integrated to do that one movement. The body integration takes a lot of time. The awareness integration, the breath integration takes a lot of time. You need to do the work beyond just learning the shapes. Kung Fu means skill acquired through hard work. That's what it means. So you need to do the work, and you need to go into such profound depth into your own being to be able to express your Kung Fu the correct way. That's why you look at some people do Kung Fu and you're like, I can see you doing the shapes, but it doesn't really look like Kung Fu. And you can see some people doing barely any movement, so it's small movement, but you can see how the whole body, how the whole system of that person is expressing that movement how it should be expressed. Now, beginners, of course, are going to go through a stage where they are just doing shapes, where they are just doing body movements. But if you're starting to call yourself a teacher, if you're teaching these arts, then you should have a better understanding of this complete integration. You just should, because then you're not really teaching Kung Fu, you're teaching choreography, you're teaching dance. You know, a small example from our crane system, right? So, this movement. I can do this movement just the shape. But what I'm really doing when I'm trying to really move on from the foundation level to the intermediate level is I'm going, okay, where is my awareness, first of all, okay, right? Where am I stuck? Where am I tense? Where am I holding? Are my elbows flared out or are my elbows drawn back? Do I have that stored potential through my shoulder blades? Is my chest up or am I sunk towards the dantian to my feet? Okay. Now, as I'm starting to project the power, where does that power initiate? Where does the trigger initiate that throws the spear hands forwards? Where? Feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, hips, spine, shoulder blades, shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers. It's not just arm. It's a wave that comes forward up into the fingers. And at the beginning stages, the completion of the posture expresses that power forward. But over time, the power should be expressed at any point throughout the movement. Even here, there's power. Here, there's power. Here's there's power. Here, there's power. And this is move one that you learn from our Sanjan form. spear. You know, you start, you show that wave comes up. But over time, you don't even need to show that wave. It just triggers. Bang, you're there. Then sometimes I have people who come in day one, when can I learn weapons? You can't learn weapons. You can't learn weapons. Traditionally, you can't learn weapons until you have the foundation down. Because what you're doing with the weapons is you're expressing this complete connection to the tip of a weapon. So for example, the staff, yeah, you want to start learning the staff. I see so many Kung Fu practitioners using a staff and they've got no connection to the body. It looks like this. Because they haven't connected up the body through the foundation training, through the specific Neigong that needs to be done for this system, yeah, or for their system or whatever system. But when you have the correct foundation in place and then you pick up a weapon, the weapon is just part of your system because your awareness just extends through this, whatever you're holding, whether it's a staff, whether it's an umbrella, whether it's a broomstick, it just expresses all the way through. And all your movements are integrated. Whatever move you do, it comes through the weapon. You know, you can come low, you can change, you can come in, you can whip. Everything is integrated because it comes in through the floor into the staff. You pick up a sword, one-handed weapon. You pick up a sword. Again, this is not sword play. This is you and a sword as two separate things. But then when you have your body connected up, then the sword is just an expression of your movements. Yeah? Everything connects together. There is nothing separate between your sword and you. Can you see the whole body moves together? Both arms balance, changes. Because your body's connected up. It's not this weird thing that you see people who haven't done the correct foundation training do. When I see good Kung Fu movement, it just makes me so happy because it shows the work that's been put in by the practitioner. It shows that they've understood how the complete system should work together. And I believe in this work so much. I even published a short Neigong course, yeah? Specifically for Southern Shaolin systems, for White Crane, for Five Ancestor Fist systems, for all of these styles that come from the Fujian province, to give you that internal structure so you can begin to understand how the body connects up. If you take anything away from this video, please do the work. Do the foundation work. Do not neglect your foundation. Make sure your foundation is the thing you concentrate on the most. And then everything else will flourish.